guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to open up a second Amazon seller account the right way, right? Because, if you've been watching me for a while and you kind of know anything about my Amazon adventures, you know that one of my very first accounts, I had an issue with a photo I bought from my manufacturer. They actually had sold that photo to multiple people. They say by mistake. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The point is, I had one of my original accounts suspended, and that process is so terribly inefficient and awful that I decided at a very early stage of my Amazon selling career to create multiple Amazon accounts to obfuscate the risk of suspension. Because if you get your Amazon account suspended, obviously if it's your entire source of income, then that really starts to hurt. And the suspension appeal process can take anywhere from 14 to 45 days is kind of like what I've seen. Like 2 weeks to a month and a half is kind of the timelines that I've seen over the past year and a half, having had multiple thousands of students come through, many of which or most of which have never had any issues, and hopefully you never do too. But it's inevitable that you bought a photo from your supplier and they sold it to multiple people accidentally, and there's an IP claim, or Amazon's, there's just all types of things that can happen at the end of the day. And we're going to talk about how to open multiple Amazon accounts the right way to mitigate the risk of a singular source of income being suspended by something outside of your kind of control. And the kind of revenue that I recommend is, I don't like having more than $30,000 a month, right? $1,000 a day in any single Amazon account. And so we've opened, multiple different accounts. This video is going to be about how to open a second account with the approval of Amazon, because Amazon allows you to have 2 seller accounts total, right? If your wife has an account in your same IP and you don't tell Amazon about it, there can be issues, right? So this video is going to be about how to open a second approved account that Amazon knows about, that you can then funnel additional products into after you start to make more than $1,000 a day or $30,000 a month in your first account. And so keep in mind, right, to open the account, once they approve your request, everything needs to be different. You need a new business name, you need a new business checking or checking account, you need a new credit card, right, an internationally chargeable credit card, you need a new EIN or tax ID, right? So you need to have entirely new information to open this second account. And the way that you actually open this second account is using one of the following templates. And of course, this document is going to be linked right below this video, so don't worry about that. But this particular template has been used hundreds, if not thousands of times in the last year and a half by thousands and thousands of my students. I've never shared this anywhere publicly. It's only been a part of the Ninja family, people who've invested in the course. And so what you do to actually get this done is you email seller-performance@amazon.com with the subject line. And remember, you have to email them from the email address that you use to sign up for your first Amazon seller account with, or else they aren't going to know what's going on. So you email seller performance, request for approval of second Amazon.com seller account, and there's 2 templates, and you want to change these up, right? Like this says 2015, like you could make this like 2018. You want to say, you can like change up the months. You can say my husband and I, or just me, right? Don't use this exactly, change it up a little bit, because Amazon's probably gotten like these 2 templates so many times now that they're like, okay, like I guess we'll give it to you. But basically all you have to say is, we've sold a bunch of units. We're trying to open another brand in which we expect like XYZ amount of revenue. We deal with the most trusted and professional suppliers, blah, blah, blah. You can provide your manufacturer's website. You can provide your website if you have one externally, or you can just say like we sell entirely on Amazon. You can talk about if you have employees or virtual assistants. Don't say virtual assistants, but say like, we have 2 dedicated employees, even if they are virtual assistants, right? And this is the first template that I use. The second template that I use, same email, same subject line. It's just the second one, depending on which one you like. I would like to request the ability to open a second FBA seller account. My selling strategy is evolving, and I would like to utilize a second selling account to sell products of different non-related nature. Right? And so Amazon has always approved one of these, right? Like sometimes they won't respond to you. Amazon is so chaotic, especially seller performance. There's no like incoming phone line, and they do that purposefully. But anyways, so like if you send this one and you don't get a response for a week, like it's not that uncommon. They usually respond like in like a week or two. And if they deny you, you can literally just send a message with the other template and like wait a week or two, and they could easily approve you. Like it's that chaotic, and there's nothing you can do. Like I've searched high and low, and we're going to talk about some escalation emails that cost me thousands of dollars to actually get a hold of and find. And we're going to talk about that in a video at the end of this module where we talk about what to do if you are suspended and how to get back. But these are the two templates. We're not going to drag this video out or anything like that. You'll have access to this document. Basically, what I recommend is send the email when you're ready. Like you don't have to do it right away, right? Just like once you start to make $500, $1,000 a day, and you want to kind of mitigate your risk or spread out those income sources, use entirely different information. Right? Nothing the same, no address, not the same LLC, not the same checking account, not the same credit card, right? Nothing the same. If you have a wife or husband, I generally recommend using their name and their maiden name to sign up with a second account, just literally so there's no connection at all. And then you might be logically saying, oh, well, then why are you doing this at all if you're going to do all that effort? The reason is because if Amazon ever says anything about your second account, you can show them proof that they approved it, right? So that's kind of like the logic behind it. And so these are the two templates. These are the email address and the subject line. It's as easy as that, guys. And I recommend anyone to do this if they're making over $1,000 a day on Amazon. Hopefully you never deal with any suspension issues. But like always, guys, I want to be proactively advocating for you guys and making sure that you are protected from any type of crazy stuff that can happen. Amazon is a crazy world sometimes, and things completely outside your control can come in and potentially harm your account, and you don't want to have your entire source of income interrupted. You want to kind of spread them out, have multiple sources of income. It's like I recommend all my students, right? The more different sources of online income that you have, the better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and let's get to the next.